Well, hello, my dear viewers, my dear friends. Welcome back to the channel, to a new week, to a new set of chapters. This week, a little bit shorter because Fairy Tale was actually done last Friday when it was released. Today, I only bring you one chapter, and that is this week's chapter of The Seven Deadly Sins. 220 of its name, A Hero's Feast. I can already sense that this is going to be a party-filled episode, or chapter, better saying. But what about Merlin's wounds given by Zeldaris? I guess we will have to wait and see. The shouts of our fellow countrymen dancing in the wind, how it excites, fires up our very souls. The red of blood mixed with tears summons forth the heart of justice. Oh, Escanor is just reciting poetry. Beneath our bonds of justice and love, we all gathered with crossed swords. Okay. This is what makes us the seven deadly sins. And everyone else is just doing nothing. Ban is like one could almost, I don't know what he's doing to poor Elaine, but he's just holding her like there's no tomorrow. She ain't going anywhere, at least we hope. Poor Escanor is just being ignored. Come on, master, join us for a drink. Bottoms up. Poor Hawk. Oh god. I guess no one's listening to my poem anyway. No way, it was the best, a truly proud, boastful, marvelous poem. He's drunk. Especially that Scraps dancing in the wind stanza. Oh yeah, Captain, I don't see Merlin anywhere. Is she still on her way? She's probably just running late, neck deep in some weirdo experiment of some kind. Regardless, I am a bit worried about her. Do you mind if I go check on her? She just popped in. Sorry for running late. Let me guess, you probably thought I was neck deep in some weird experiment or of some kind. Well, I can't say you were wrong. Lady Merlin, I had no idea you were here. I'll go fetch you something to drink. Well then, Captain, shall we all have another toast? I can't believe all seven of us are actually here. It's almost as if we've gone back in time 10 years, hasn't it, King? I feel like things are a bit different. And this time we got the real Goater as one of our companions. That's right, and on top of that, we've got even more companions than we had back then. Damn it, Diane gave her back. I guess it's about time. Once more to the reunion of the seven deadly sins. Oh, I like this. Oh, I found my thumbnail. Holy Jesus, I like this. All the seven deadly sins together. Ban, Gota, Dian, Meliodas, Escanor, King, and Merlin. Kampai! Hey Goater, there's something that's been on my mind for a while now. That Goater that created you, how did he bring the Holy War to an end 3,000 years ago? Ooh! Goater brought the Holy War to an end? That's the first I've heard of it. I'm not exactly too clear on the details, but supposedly the goddess clans sacrificed themselves to seal the demon clan and end the Holy War, right? At least according to passed down legend. You don't think it was him that created the coffin of everlasting darkness? Absolutely not. That was created by the famous giant craftsman Babuzu. Ooh. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you that yet. Okay. Whether it's just I don't know if I'm allowed to, or if you'd even accept what I have to say, I don't know. Ooh. Okay, there is some dark shenanigans going on here. It's me that's sorry, I didn't mean to put you in a tight spot. If you ever feel like telling me, then you can tell me then, okay? Well then, you can at least tell us where you picked up that cross-dressing fetish of yours, right, Gilder? Sure, I can answer that. A long time ago, Barbara forced me to wear female clothes once, and that was my first experience. Holy Jesus, seriously? And Barbara just goes, achoo! Because in AJ it said when someone talks about you, you sneeze. Okay. Elizabeth, you should probably forget that you heard any of that. Ooh. I can't get what Diane said out of my mind. 3,000 years ago there was an Elizabeth together with Meliodas that looked exactly like me. Liz was a nickname for someone with the same name as you, Princess. Elizabeth. She was Meliodas' lover. That's right, Cain did say that. Could such a coincidence be possible? Apart from Liz, there could be other girls named Elizabeth that look exactly like me. And Meliodas goes for the attack. Jesus. Danger is drawing near. Holy Jesus. If something's worrying you, you can talk to me anytime. Ooh, Meliodas seducing. I'd like to talk later, just the two of us, if that's all right, Meliodas. I'll go bring more drinks. Merlin, I wrote a new poem. If you'd care to hear it, I'd love to. I think I'm a bit drunk. Perhaps next time. You can toss them back almost better than the captain, and you're drunk after just one or two glasses. That's rude, Ban. Just don't forget, we still have yet to defeat all of the 10 Commandments. We still got Zeldaries of piety left. You could say Camelot as well as that entire region is completely under his control right now. But now that all of we 7 are back together, it'll be a piece of leftover cake. After all, you've even got who you might even call the 8th sin, Master Hawk of food scraps with you. If we go acting carelessly, we will with all certainty be killed. Our opponent's power is still utterly unknown. The Demon King has lent his own magic power for him to use. He's the Demon King's agent and representative. That's what he said. Just as Merlin said, that commandment is going to be trouble. In other words, he's the almost the strongest of all demons. Our most urgent object right now is to free the people of Leonis as well as the only knights from the imprisonment of his commandment. And the liberation of Camelot, we can worry about fighting him after that. As the captain said, we will need a detailed, well-thought-out plan, as well as complete solidarity and cooperation to be able to move forward. That's all I have to say for now. Damn you, Escanor, you've been cheating, haven't you? I know it, you've been cheating this whole time. Wait, what? Hawk is just... Wait, what? Where is that coming from? Oh, they are playing cards, okay. Elaine just goes in and puts him in his place. Quit being an angry drunk, have some fun. Sorry. Oh yeah, she's still feeling the effects of Zelda's magic. Are you talking about I've known you longer than anyone and it's completely obvious written all over your face. And there's one more thing that's completely obvious. Your objective isn't to save the people of the kingdom, it's not to liberate Camelot, and it's not even to defeat Zeldoris. It's to protect Arthur, isn't it, Merlin? Meliodas, please, I can't lose him. And let me guess, Escanor is going to get this in the wrong way. He is my hope. Hope and despair are two sides of the same coin. Pride's dignity begins to waver. He's discovered what Merlin's hope is. Along with Elizabeth's suspicions, the story begins to take shape from behind the shadows of the feast. I have an idea. Arthur is Merlin's son. Maybe she sees him as some sort of hope for redemption for something she did in her past, and that Arthur is the only good thing she ever did in this life. I don't think she's in love with Arthur. Because if she was, they wouldn't have shown it with they wouldn't have made this triangle just so apparent. The fact that Escanor is there to hear about it, it's most likely because he's going to get this wrong and he's going to think that Merlin likes Arthur while he likes Merlin. So I don't think that's it. Besides, I mean, not that that would be an not that would be an hindrance, but Merlin is quite older than Arthur, I'm sure. So that's what I think. Arthur is probably Merlin's son, some way, and that Escanor is getting this all wrong, thinking that she actually loves him. I mean, she does, but not as a lover, but as a mother loves his child, or her child. Sorry about that. So yeah, the story is starting to shaping up. To be continued in chapter 221, Just Be Sincere. I'm sure that this chapter will have to do with Meliodas and Elizabeth's talk. The title Just Be Sincere, I think it spells it all out. I don't think Escanor will have the guts to confront Merlin with this. He's the type of guy that will suffer this in silence, and when time comes, he will bring it up. Probably when he's transformed, he's going to be like, "Oh, I know if I can't be the love of your affection, at least allow me to sacrifice myself so that you can be happy with that who you love." And then she'll realize he heard that, and she'll tell him the truth, and he'll be even more pumped to protect him because he loves Merlin and he wants to make her happy, and also he wants to save her son. Theories all around. I might build a little bit more on this one. I don't know. It's not for now because there's a lot of pieces missing. Not only about Merlin's past, but her overall relation with Arthur. We just saw her appearing with. She might even be, whether we want it or not, a former queen of Camelot, because we don't know. She could have been. I mean, not really royalty of Camelot, but she could have been sort of involved with Arthur's father, the king, the previous king of Camelot. And then she could have even been Arthur's father advisor in Camelot. And then she began teaching Arthur being his mother in secret, because probably Arthur's father was married. You know how those things go. But anyway, I'll have to, if I want to bring this theory to any conclusion, I'll have to really sit down and look at the evidence if there's any. But that's a topic for another time, my dear friends, my dear viewers. This was it for today for the 7 Deadly Sins. A cool chapter, a very funny chapter. It started funny, then it took a more serious approach, and it just went down south from there. And poor Escanor, I really hope that Arthur is Merlin's son and that she's not actually in love with him, because that would be too heartbreaking. Like, poor Escanor, ever since we've known him, we know that he loves Merlin with everything in his heart. Like, for him to be denied just like that, it would be very heartbreaking, especially since Escanor is my, I wouldn't say first, like second or third favorite character, and it's definitely my second favorite sin, so it will be very heartbreaking for me to actually see him suffer like this. But anyway, we will wait for the next chapter. And that's it for today, my dear friends, my dear viewers. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please, if you have, do let me know your opinions about this chapter in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys this Thursday for this week's chapter of One Piece, which will probably, most likely, be amazing. I'll see you then, and bye-bye.